What's up, average dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and this video is designed, created for you, to save you money, to go against the current trend of Mac buyer's guides that seem to be everywhere you turn on YouTube. There are at least 20 or 30 I've come across recently, and while I admire and respect all of the creators that have made these types of videos, I think they're ultimately selling wolf tickets, whether it be consciously or unconsciously, but that's what they're doing. They are not giving you the correct advice, a lot of them, and again, it's not to slant them, it's not to criticise them, I'm simply just want to give you my honest take. So stay tuned if you want to hear the really brutal honest buyer's guide on the new M1 Macs and Apple products. Coming up after this. So, like I was saying, wolf tickets. They are selling you wolf tickets. What does that mean? Somebody comment down below and let everybody know. Essentially, it's a fugazi. Comment down below if you don't know what that means or the origins. They're lying to you unconsciously. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make it seem like ultimately it's which new M1 Mac should you buy? Not should you actually go and buy one. It is you should buy one. Which one is it going to be? Well, I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't buy one if you have a 2018-2020 iPad Pro. Don't buy the new M1 iPad Pro. I'll get to why in a while. If you have the 2020 iMac, don't buy the new iMac. If you have the Macbook Air or Macbook Pro, buy the new M1 Macbook Air and Macbook Pro. That's what I will say. 100% do that. The difference you'll see is unbelievable. So first of all, let's talk about the M1 chip. Designed in-house by Apple, the silicon chip is smashing benchmarks all over the place in lots of different categories. I'm not going to go into the technical details in this video, A, because I probably don't know enough, and B, because it's been done lots of times. Mac Groomers, 24/7 Mac, they do some great breakdowns of benchmarking stuff, so you can follow it there, check out the YouTube channels. What I'm going to talk to you about is the fact that the M1 chip is absolutely phenomenal. But sadly, you can't just buy the chip and pop it in your hardware, which would be great. What you have to do is buy the hardware attached to it. So I had, until recently, the 2017 27-inch 5K iMac. Loved it. Absolutely great machine, but it's 4 years old. And I was waiting for the announcement, because if you're into tech, you know that it was coming, the new iMac was going to get released. And sure enough, they unveiled at the Spring Loaded event that they're bringing out a 24-inch iMac. Now you can see the huge screen behind me, that's because I have a visual impairment. So even the 27-inch iMac wasn't right for my needs. So I'm a particular case because I have a visual impairment and I need a bigger screen. So taking that aside though, if I was upgrading from the 2017 iMac, I still would not have bought the 2021, the brand new iMac. Because the brand new iMac, you're going to have to spend £1,500 as a bare minimum. For Apple to sell a £1,300 model that only has the 4 different colours, not the 7, only has the 2 Thunderbolt ports, nothing else, that's a disgrace, in my opinion. For £1,300, you can't slap on even a couple of USB-A ports. Yeah, I find that really poor. And not to mention, you've only got 256 gig of storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM, I want to say. Yeah, that's pretty poor for £1,300. But it does have that M1 chip. So what did I do? Well, I am currently in the process of selling my 2017 iMac. With it being an Apple product, I'll still make good money. Let's say I get somewhere around £800 or £900 for it. That covers the brand new M1 Mac Mini I purchased, and goes some way to covering the 43-inch 4K LG TV that I purchased to use as my monitor. Yep, I'm using a 43-inch monitor because why the hell not? I use it all day for work. So I'm sitting in the seat, which is a bad thing, but I'm in the seat 8-9 hours a day. And then at night time I may be video editing, so it's another few hours. So I spend a lot of time in this, hence why I was okay to buy the Mac Mini. And this is important. If you're sitting with an older iMac, say 2017 or older, and you're looking to upgrade, think about your actual use case scenario. For the cost of, I spent £1,300 on the Mac Mini M1, the Logitech Brio webcam, 4K webcam, and the 4K LG 43-inch thin, ultra, whatever it's called. All that total was £1,300. That's still cheaper than the M1 iMac that's just coming out. And you'll notice my TV's black. I like black. The fact that the new iMacs don't come in black is, yeah, another shame on you, Apple. I know they've never came in black, but if you're going to bring out 7 colours, just make one of them black. Should be fairly straightforward. Anyway, so if you're in the use case scenario that's a desktop, well, think about it. Have a lot of research. The Mac Mini has an HDMI out, so just pop it into a TV. You don't have to go 43-inch, but you can get a truly outstanding monitor for 32-inch that doesn't have to be a TV, but monitors. And again, you can build your own bespoke package and still get the M1 chip for way cheaper than new iMac. So that's for desktops. I want to talk about iPads for a while. iPad Pro M1 just got announced. If you have the 2018, the 2020 that I have, iPad Pro, don't dare buy the M1 version of this. Some Geekbench scores might be higher because it's got the M1 chip, but 99.9% of people, I don't care what you say, you use your iPad mostly for media consumption. You just do. So stick to the iPad you've got and that'll do you fine. If you are a heavy Photoshop, any professional tools, photography, video editing tools, maybe think about transitioning from your iPad to a Mac Mini or a MacBook Air. Probably suit you better. So don't buy the M1 iPad Pro. Don't. Unless you've never had, unless you've got an iPad that's like the 2015 model or the 2017 model at a push, go ahead, treat yourself, buy it. You will see a difference in performance. If you're using it for performance apps, you will see no difference other than a slightly brighter screen when consuming media. And it'll cost you about £1,300 or £1,400. So yeah, it's a big expense. Another reason why not to get the iPad Pro is because there's a thing called a MacBook Air. It's got an M1 chip and it's only £900 on Amazon just now. It's a 13-inch laptop with an M1 chip that can do two things. It can sit on your desktop all day long. You then just unplug it and take it with you to the office, when we can go back to the office, to a friend's house, to wherever you need to take it. You've got that power portable. That's something I'm missing out on a little bit, but I don't take my laptop anywhere. I've got a work laptop and I've got an HP laptop that I use typically if I ever have to go into work. So the Mac Mini suits me, but if you're somebody that needs the portability, don't buy an iPad to do that. That's just the wrong idea. Buy the MacBook Air. That'll cover your desktop and your portability. So the last M1 enabled device at the moment is the MacBook Pro. If there's two certainties in life, it's death and taxes. But you can add a third certainty. If you buy the M1 MacBook Pro, you will have buyer's remorse instantly. It's £1,300, which is £400 more expensive than the MacBook Air. And in my opinion, the design isn't as good as the MacBook Air. And it's got the touch bar, which is not an upgrade compared to the MacBook Air. If you've ever tried to use a touch bar, somebody like me, big fingers, it's pointless. You always have to look where you're going to increase the brightness or volume or whatever you're doing. And then when you go to certain apps, it does different things, so you forget. It's a nonsense. They have made the keyboard better. They've switched from the scissors to butterfly. Maybe it's the other way around. So the keyboard's slightly better. But yeah, don't buy that. So why did I make this video? Getting it right back to the start. There are people out there telling you what you need to buy with the M1. And a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, this new iMac, get this new iMac, oh it looks great. Don't get the new iMac. Its features are a 24-inch screen. I've got 43 inches. Great, 6 speakers. Trust me, my TV speakers are 10 times more powerful and louder and better than the iMac speakers, because it's kind of designed for that. It's got a 1080p webcam. I've got a 4K webcam. It's got the M1 chip. Yeah, I've got that in my Mac Mini. It's got a really good mic. Yeah, I've got a mic here that was like £60 and it's way better mic than anything because it's a condenser and I can adjust the audios, I can do whatever I want with that mic. So again, don't buy the iMac. Build your own bespoke workstation. That's the buyer's guide. If you already have an iMac and if it's working for you, stick with it just now. There will be better iMacs come out. There will be the M2 or M1X, whichever Apple decide to call it. They'll be coming out at the end of the year and you may even get a 30-inch screen. So stick with that. That's been my honest buyer's guide, and I guess just to summarise is don't buy anything right now unless you absolutely need to. If you absolutely need to and you're more at home, kind of stuck at home at your home office and at the desk, get the M1 Mac Mini, £643 on Amazon. The power to cost ratio is the best thing on the planet. If you need to be more portable, buy the MacBook Air, £900 on Amazon. Again, that portability, awesome price. 100% steer clear of the new iMac and the MacBook Pro. Don't do it, please. Save your money. I'm not even going to go start talking about AirTags or anything because the AirTag is cheap. But the case that you have to hold it in from Apple, the keyring holder, is more expensive than the actual AirTag. Shame on you, Apple. You keep doing this and people keep falling for it. I keep falling for it. But I'm stupid and I'm trying to make sure that you guys aren't making the wrong decisions, and girls. No, it's not a he-she thing. I'm making sure all of you don't make the wrong decision. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, stay tuned for more content. It's more positive normally. I'm not normally going on a rant, but I felt this had to be said. Potentially my first sponsor video, because I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you all enough. Why you want to hear this dulcet Scottish voice talk about tech is beyond me, but I absolutely love every single one of you for listening, watching, subscribing, liking. Thanks very much. Now, I mentioned in our previous video, if it got 100 likes, I have every colour in the new Apple 12 Pro Max silicone ones. So those spring colours, pistachio, cantaloupe, something else. I'm keeping the blue one, so there's only 3 colours up for grab. Amethyst is up for grab. That video got to 70 likes. I said if it got 100, so I'm rolling it over. If this video gets 100 likes, I will be giving away a case to a random commenter. I don't want to know what case you want, only I want to know what case you would like and a joke. Tell me your best joke. Okay? Thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.